Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's having an amazing February. Where in the world did January go? Guys, that's how those months fall off. If you are not careful, you will look up, it will be June, and half of the things you said you were going to do in 2020 will not be done. So we're offering you an opportunity to get paid for your intellect. We're looking for BYOB coaches. Go to bit.ly/BA Coach 2020 to get more information. We have an amazing special to get started for only $200 right now. So go fast to bit.ly/BA Coach 2020 so you can find out how to become an online coach. Quite different from regular coaching certifications where you just learn to coach. This is about being a coach in this digital, virtual, ever growing online marketplace. Don't miss the opportunity, bit.ly/be a coach 2020. And all this week, guys, we're going to be talking about getting paid for your knowledge, getting paid for your intellect. You is smart. Get paid for it. And every day that you go to work and you drop off your intellectual property at a job, you run several risks. Number one, you run the risk of never knowing your worth because they're never going to pay you what you're really worth. Can I get an amen from the
Amen.
Amen. They're never going to pay you what you're worth. That's not how a job is set up. Right? Number two, they are never going to validate your gifts and your talents. I don't care how hard you work, it will always be somebody else's credit. So go get your own credit.
Right.
Number three, they will let you go. They have absolutely, positively no. Let me tell you something. I actually even have part of my PT JD, which is post-traumatic job disorder, is that I have a hard time letting people go because I know how they did folk in corporate America. So I tend to let people stay employed too long because I always want to make sure that I did an individual right, that I was loyal. And a lot of us have post-traumatic job disorder for different reasons and in different ways. But I tell you what, going to a job is a choice. Getting up every day, putting your clothes on, going to a job, doing your best to be the best, all of that is a choice. And you have an opportunity to choose where you work and how much you get paid every single day. So act like it. So guys, if you have not already shared the broadcast this week, somebody say this week, we're giving away this week. Tell them this week. We're giving away an amazing webinar called Fill Up the Safe. Now, I don't know about y'all, but my goal in 2020 is to keep the safe full. If I don't do nothing else in 2020, my goal is to keep the safe full. So if you share this broadcast on Facebook, on Periscope, we're going to be reaching out to you if you win. Really, to be honest, in the spirit of sisterhood, you should be sharing anyway, because there's somebody somewhere that needs to hear this message. But, in the absence of that, we're going to incent you to share. So make sure you go out to Facebook or Periscope, share the broadcast, and be on the lookout for winning a copy of the webinar, Fill Up the Safe. So that being said, I'm going to introduce you to some of our guest hosts this morning so they can tell you what's going on in their world. We're going to kick it off with the queen of real estate, Miss Chiquita Lindsay. Miss Chiquita, why these women need to be retiring with real estate?
Wow. Good morning, everybody. Well, the reason why they need to retire with real estate is because they can control how much money they have, their lifestyle. And most women are not able to. In fact, the average person can't really save the traditional way by working a job. Real estate is the only thing that's going to pay you, in my opinion, forever and ever. And you never have to worry about money. And we women deserve that. We really deserve to be happy and have the right lifestyle when we retire. And real estate's the number one thing. And the great thing about real estate is you don't have to be rich to start investing. The
Wow.
average person can invest in real estate. If you can count 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, you can invest in real estate and build your own retirement fund.
Wow. Let me
Yes.
tell you what's so deep about that, y'all. Me and Chiquita was working on a project that she's going to be launching called Retire Math. And it's actually a survey that tells you how retirement ready are you. See, that's another choice, y'all. You can work as long or as few years
Mhm.
as you want. Retirement is not an age, y'all. It's a number in your bank account.
Right.
What did Kobe retire at? 40?
38.
38?
Mm-hmm.
See, we think that early retirement is just for celebrities and basketball players and supermodels, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Early retirement is about money and planning. Do you have a plan to retire? I read an article yesterday, man, 58 years old. He said, I don't have any, if I'm honest, if I be honest to myself with myself, I don't have a plan. I don't have enough money to retire.
Wow.
And if most of you were honest with yourself, you would say to yourself, self, I need to be doing something about my retirement. We can't keep lying to ourselves about that next level. If your money ain't stacked up, and let's come back. I'm gonna rewind the tape. You know, even if it's not retirement, you gotta ask yourself, do I have enough for a rainy day? If it starts to storm tomorrow, do I have a big enough umbrella to not get soaking wet? And we've got to stop hiding behind fear, saying, I'm scared to do this and I'm scared to do that. And that's the shit that's going to free you.
Yeah.
Write that down as my quote, Jamie. That shit you scared of is the same shit that's built up to free you. So while you avoiding it and avoiding it and avoiding it, you're gonna look up and need it, and it's gonna be too late for you to act upon it, too late for you to build on it, and too late for you to get paid on it. So you know, this we ought not stop calling this the Build Your Online Business Morning Show. We ought to just call this show the truth.
Because that's what we do.
Because
Yes.
it's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So when we say you need to sign up and get you a certification, so you got a backup plan in case that job look at you crazy, or
Yeah.
look, some of the shit you do to get fired from your job ain't even your fault. Your boss started dating Becky. Find out Becky ain't got no job. And all of a sudden he trying to move you out the way to bring Becky in. You don't even know what's going on. Or his mama called him. One of his cousins ain't got no job. So all of a sudden he trying to move you out the way. So you don't even know what's going on. How do you even fight that? You can't even fight that. He done move his little side piece up on the job. How do you even know you don't? You just know she getting promoted real, real fast. And that she don't know too much.
But
So
then,
at the end of the day, guys, there's some things you can't control, but you can control you, your fear, and your actions. Stop waiting until the rubber meets the road to do something about your financial situation. So if you know you ain't got enough to retire, you need to be looking at Chiquita and saying, Chiquita, help me with my retire math so I can understand what it's really going. I'm gonna ask a hard question and let me see how many of y'all answer it. Do you really want to work all your life?
no.
When I was talking to Chiquita yesterday and we got to adding up numbers, how many of y'all started working when you were 16? I did. Really 14, 15 before that.
Yeah, I was younger. I told a tale so I could get a job.
Me too. So I started working when I was 16. Now, according to the government, I was 14. Humbly Boss said I was 14. Natural Beauty 136 said I was 15. May said I started in the 5th grade. Okay. So according to the government, right now, they want you to work until you're 66.
Yeah.
But every year they gonna add a year to that shit. So by the time we get retirement age, they probably gonna want you to work till you, they right now they're saying 72 and a half. So if they go up every year until it's my retirement, by the time it's time for me to retire, they gonna want us to work till we 76. I don't know about you, but I choose not to. And you choose not to work all your life with the actions that you take every day. If you don't have enough money to save for retirement at your job, get the hell up off of it.
Ooh.
Nothing's gonna change. They're not gonna just walk into your office tomorrow and be like, we understand you struggling with your retirement, so we want to give you a few extra coins.
Right.
It's not gonna happen. So guys, you gotta choose what you want to do now, because running around with this fear now will fool around and keep you broke later. Man, I'm going for the wall, y'all. Every time I swing, I'm going for a home run. I don't have nothing else to do, and nobody else to do it for me.
Yeah.
That's another realization. I'm gonna pass that to Chanel and let her talk about it, because while you waiting on somebody else to save you, if you really think about the Robin Hood equation right now, more likely than not, you is Robin Hood. You is saving everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point is the narrative gonna change and you start saving yourself? Because ain't nobody else to save you, Chanel.
It's just it's what we have been taught. You know, it's that, you know, take care of everybody else. I watched my grandmother do it for years.
Mm-hmm.
She would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning just so she could have a couple of hours to herself. Because after 4, 5 o'clock, it was all about the family, husband, lunch, breakfast, because she packed lunches. We had to go to work in the fields, not like slaves, but like we're farmers. So it was all these things that she had to do. It was a checklist. And at the end of the night, okay, I got to get everything ready to do this again. So the narrative will change, Coach, when we realize we don't have to do that. I'm gonna just let that rest for just half a second, because y'all need to hear that. You don't have to do that. Now, we do it because we are nurturers. We do that because we have love for our family and the people around us. But some of us are doing some things that we ain't called to do.
And
You're
I'm
not
gonna be
everybody's savior.
And Chanel, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes some people are beyond salvation.
Mhm.
Now, I know it's the hardest thing in the world. They talk about it in The Millionaire Next Door. How hard it is to let your family go,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have it. See, for the parent that can't afford to buy you a car, don't have time to give you a ride, or that's one thing.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say no when I can do it, and I just won't.
We got to remember what it was like for us.
Yeah.
What did all of that catching the bus for? I caught the bus in Houston for 7 years before I could afford a car. 7 years with 2 kids, 18 months apart.
Wow.
On the bus with 2 car seats, several buses, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting home, 9 o'clock at night. So what did that do for my work ethic? What did that do for my determination, my tenacity?
Sure.
What did it do for my planning, my critical thinking? When you take that away
And
from somebody
I'm
else.
taking a lot of that. I'm taking a lot of that spirit of hustle,
Yeah,
that hunger from my kids. They don't understand
Mhm.
the lifestyle and the fact that I did a lot.
yeah. To get this
I did
here.
a lot to get here.
Right.
Yes.
And it wasn't always, it looks easy now. Oh, mom, you have money, mom. You have this, you have that. Yeah.
But it's my money. Go get you some.
That's another thing. Our kids get it misconstrued. They
Get it
think our
twisted.
money is
They
their
are so spoiled. Mine
opportunity,
is.
is their opportunity. But the truth of the matter is, they got to get it just like I had to get it.
And I had to get it how I live.
Oh, and they had to pay me how I weigh,
Yep.
and I weigh a lot. I couldn't even play no games with the world. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was either get that shit right or starve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that shit right or be homeless.
Yeah.
And I won't
Get that shit
stop.
right or not have a car. Get that shit right or have to walk. Get
Mm-hmm.
that shit right or lose your job. And I'm talking about I wasn't even doing one job. I was doing 2 and
Yeah.
3 and still juggling kids and daycare and doing the mass majority of that shit by myself.
Yeah. I did mine
Yeah.
with a shadow
That's how I
husband.
got my muscle.
Yeah.
So when they don't have to do the same shit that we had to do, they
Mm-hmm.
don't have no muscle. So the
No
first
prayer
time
muscle
kids
either.
come along, it knock them over. They little feelings easy to get hurt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Somebody's always out to get them.
Yeah.
I'm like, fool, if you only knew my son live here, my son be 24 in a few days.
Aw.
By
Aw.
the time I was 24, I had been gone for 6. Almost.
With
7.
2 kids.
I hadn't had mine yet. I ain't
I
started
had
having mine
2.
until I was 25. But gone is gone. And
Yeah.
when I left, I always knew I have nowhere to go back
Mhm.
to. There's nowhere for me to go back to. If I fuck this up,
Hmm.
there's nobody to catch me out here.
Mhm.
If I can't pay that light bill gonna stay off.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza
If
with
I
candlelight.
can't pay that phone bill, I'm gonna have to walk to the phone booth and make calls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If I can't keep gas in this car, I'll push it. If I can't keep clothes on my back, I'll be naked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't have some of these choices
Yeah.
of misappropriating my funds, eating out every day,
That's
and
good.
then out of money.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice.
And you know what?
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Keith.
I'm sorry, sis.
You all right.
At 17, I had an apartment and a baby.
Mhm. Tell him, Miss Keita.
Yeah. So I had responsibility then.
Mhm. And some of us, Coach, we had them shadow husbands, and we was their savior too.
Yeah.
We took away their ability to be men because we got it.
Wow.
I learned what happens when you fail miserably. And if
Yeah.
we don't allow them to fail, kids, cousins, and family members.
Allow that fool to fail is because when you're attached at the hip with somebody,
Mm,
when they fail, you fail too.
mm,
And I was always of the mind that I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna stay married forever.
that's what I thought.
And so whatever I needed to do to help this for quote unquote fool out, that's what I was willing to do. Not realizing that the best thing I could have ever done
Yeah.
was cut that albatross.
Yeah, from around your neck.
Now I know this is too much for some people. I know it is. But you're gonna look back on this conversation one day and you're gonna say, boy, they tried to tell me the truth. So if you haven't shared this broadcast, share this broadcast so some other woman can realize that it is not her responsibility to save every damn body. Because when the truth hurts.
Yeah.
The truth hurts. But when you look around, when the going gets tough, when it's all said and done, you've spent all this time and all this energy saving everybody else, and your ass headed to the bottom of the river, running out of breath, thinking to yourself, who in the hell is gonna jump in this water and save me?
Wow.
You know, Coach, if I may, I know a woman who was an amazing mother, an amazing wife. She was the epitome of a businesswoman, forward thinking, just very, very women empowerment. And she took care of her kids. I saw her pay rent. I saw her buy what the latest sneakers. I saw her put them in whatever they wanted to be in. I saw her take care of her husband, making good money in the 80s. Right now, she's sick, on Social Security, and we can't find the kids. There's nobody to help her.
Oh, because she haven't taught them. And that's something that I just realized recently, is that I do too much for my kids for them not to do for me. So yes, if that means you have to leave San Antonio and come to my house and clean up,
Yeah.
and that
Well,
means you need to drive from San Marcos and come pick up my puppy and keep him for 2 weeks.
I'll see you at 5.
Whatever you need to do for me. If that remember when my laptop went out, Hope left San Antonio, she drove 5 hours round trip. Not because I couldn't afford a new laptop.
Yeah.
Not because there wasn't other laptops here.
Right.
This is my favorite type of laptop.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, regular as it is. It is my, as many times a day.
Well, you love that thing.
I love this laptop. I don't know.
Indeed.
I don't even know how to go to another brand model.
You pick up
But I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad because you went out of your way for me.
Right.
Because I go out of my way for you.
Yeah.
And that's something we gotta stop doing, is we gotta stop not allowing. We gotta start, matter of fact, expecting.
Yeah, that's a
That
great
our
word.
children,
Yeah.
the people around us, and our men folk go out of their way for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
the truth this morning, y'all.
Yeah, and you know what, Coach? Even in real estate, you teach people how to treat you. So if you don't demand anything, you're not going to get anything. And
That's
and,
everything.
and a true story, you know, there are parents out here and they're in their 80s and the kids never left home, and now the kids are in their 60s. And when something happens to that parent, they lose the house. The grown kids don't know how to go out and survive because they never would talk to do that. So that handicaps them.
Yeah.
And we have a propensity of handicapping a lot of people. But I tell you what, this is my year. I'm kicking crutches out from under folks. And you better stumble. Baby, you better maintain your balance or bust your ass either way. Whatever happens is best for you. Because I'm tired.
Yes, Lord.
I'm tired.
Hallelujah.
I didn't do all of this to sit up here and spoil everybody around me and then end up not being able to retire when I'm ready to leave. I told them, y'all, that's it. I'm not buying no more cars. I'm gonna help you get your first house. Come on now. I'm gonna help you make sure your credit is in order. But I'm not going back to the conference to buy nothing else. Car looked like you drove it through Beirut. Car looked like it got attacked by the Taliban.
Oh,
Car looked like you was trying to escort, what's his name? Oh, Bin Laden. Like you was trying to escort Bin Laden out.
I cannot, lady.
Car looked like it been hit by a Scud missile. Trunk don't close, hood don't close. Now I know about you, that car brand new, bro.
Wow.
Got a splatter in the gas, in the front glass, like a bird hit it.
Oh, Lord.
Car looked like it just been in a bombing. Like it was sitting in front of the embassy last time it was bombed. Then I bought you that car, cash money, bro. Off the lot, because that's what you wanted. And you got that car looking a hot mess. I won't buy another one for you to tear it up.
But you don't value what you don't work for.
Right.
But you ain't got no skin in the game.
Right.
That's why
That's
all
the
of you who think you're gonna build a business without hiring a coach, that's why your
Without
revenue is
investing.
not coming to you. Because until you invest
Yeah.
in what's important to you, until you invest in getting the knowledge on how to build a business the right way, I tell people you closer to 7 figures than you think, but you'll never know because you'll never invest in the knowledge to get 7 figures. You're closer than you think, but you over here doing ancillary shit that don't make dollars. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's what Snoop said.
Hey.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So at some point, you're gonna figure out that there is a seed and harvest principle that applies to your business. And your seed, it should be in direct proportion with the amount of money you want to make. You can't make no $1 million on no $5 seed. Go ahead and write that quote down. You can't make $1 million with $5 worth of seed.
Ooh.
God works magic, but hell, this ain't Jack and the Beanstalk. It's not. It's not.
Yep, don't nothing grow till you plant it.
Exactly. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Berlin this morning so she can talk about the power of courage. But what's going on with all these scaredy cats out here, Miss Berlin?
Good morning, everyone. Well, the scaredy cats, they're going to have to straighten up because this thing called fear that we like to get behind and hide, because fear will hide you. It'll hide you. It'll shut you down. It'll cripple you so you can't do anything. Yeah. So for those scaredy cats, that's all you had to look for. Because see, what that fear will rob you of is your best life. It'll rob you of your worth because your mind is already set. I'm scared. I can't do this. It's already made up. It'll rob you of just being your best. Locking you down, taking your action, keeping you from taking action. And how I know this, because this was me. Life kicked in. I was doing for everybody else. Everybody else. All the phone had to do was ring or text. And then I'm picking up on a feeling somebody might need me and I go. But when life kicked me in the butt, I look around, folks done rolled off into the sunset. Where's everybody? That confidence that I had, it was gone. But that big fear was looking me in the face. I got you, boo. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do nothing. Just stay right here. Just stay right here. I got you. But what it was doing, it was paralyzing me. And it will paralyze you if you don't get the help that you need.
Yeah.
We all need help. We think we can do this thing by ourselves. You can't do anything by yourself. You can't even get up and walk across the room and relieve yourself without the help. Some of us. So we take a lot of things for granted. But that fear is a beast. It'll sit you down. It'll lock you down and you won't do anything. It'll just rob you. I'm being real because it will. It will rob you. And a lot of us are just paralyzed with the fear. But I'm here to tell you there's help. Because if I feel like if I could do it, you can do it. And it's a lot of us out here now that's helping people, helping women, helping young ladies fight their fears. And they're not even aware of what they're doing. Because see, when I was in that place, what am I going to do? I didn't have any money. I had limited resources. All I knew to do was to love on people and encourage people. In my mind, I felt like that's all I knew to do because I wasn't working. But then I met a coach. Someone shared a broadcast. And I said, who is this lady hollering at me? Blah, 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 blah. Right? but it was something she was saying that struck a chord in me. That I didn't have to be scared. This fear that I was sitting in, I didn't have to sit in it, because everybody has a purpose. God created us all. We all have gifts, we all have talents. I didn't know I was walking in my gift. I didn't know. But after hiring a coach, I realized I can get paid for walking in my gift. So all those people I was helping who ran off, when the help was low, they was in the sunset. I didn't lose that. I still had that. It was just crowded with the fear. But I'm here. I took what I already had within me, and I loved on it, and I nurtured on it like I gave the other people. And I learned how to fight my fear. So now I'm a fear fighting coach, the Rose of Audacity, because I took the time, I stepped out on faith. I'm not going to tell you what I sold, wasn't me, to pay for my coaching. I don't even miss it. And I'm telling you, every month, I have not skipped a beat. He will provide, because I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. So I would like to invite you to go to bit.ly, Be a Coach 2020. Okay, and look at the list of opportunities that Coach has afforded us, and now you to be able to become a certified coach, walking and working in your purpose.
That was good, Honey Bun. And I tell you what you said, this struck a chord. You said when the tops came down, everybody disappeared.
Mhm.
And that story is so frequently told, but the question is, how many times are you gonna let it happen to you before you snap? And she said, when I started applying that same energy to myself, things changed. When I started investing that same time, that same sacrifice, that same money. Tell y'all, baby, it's deep out here. It's deep out here. I was looking earlier. They said 2019 had a record number of store closing. 2019 had a record.
Yeah.
I'm still finding out, y'all, stores is closed.
Yeah.
I ain't know Avenue was closing all their stores. Agassi, Charlotte Russe, Forever 21. Those three stores used to be my baby's three favorite stores. They all closed.
Wow. I used to shop at Charlotte Russe, so I could no longer fit their clothes.
Yeah, Route 21 been going out.
Wow.
They closed. I know the only location they had in Beaumont is closed, and they're closing locations all over Dallas.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're closing a lot of Steak and Shakes. Some of them are closed down for renovation, but they've never reopened.
Never reopened. Here too.
Oh.
Get out.
Well, you know, it's good news and it's bad news. So for workers, it's bad news. For entrepreneurs, it's good news.
Right.
Because the more you close retail, the more I'm going to build online. And that's why we offer an online coaching certifications, because all certifications are not created equal. All certifications are not going to show you how to build a business online. And nowadays, that is a critical must-know step.
Yes.
You got to know how to go out and get clients online. I don't care if it's a coaching practice or if it's a book you write. So I'm gonna turn it over to our published.
So guys, I just want to, we're talking about how we're always serving everyone else and we fail to serve ourselves in that manner. Just bringing in the mental health piece of it. If you learn how to place boundaries, healthy boundaries, it will prevent a lot of anxiety, a lot of disappointments, a lot of depression, because you feel like no one is putting out as much as you are. You're not getting that on the return side. But if you learn how to set boundaries for yourself, it'll save you a lot of that mental illness piece. I mean, and it can just grow. You know, that disappointment can grow into so many different things. I run across it all the time. I was talking to one of my mentees this weekend, ran over, tired, dirt tired, because everybody pulls on her. Everybody. But she's looking sick. She looks, have those dark rings around your eyes, just dirt tired, but have no one that's going to set some boundaries. This is the time that I'm going to answer all these calls. This is the limitation on how much I can support you. Because if you don't take time and really build, you can get paid for what you love. And so if we're talking about intellectual property, because it's, this week as we're talking about sell what you know, I'm still going along the same line. You know a lot more than you think. Charge them people for that advice that you give them. Stop giving away your goods for free. Stop giving, and I'm not talking about go sell stuff that, y'all know what I'm saying. Stop giving away stuff for free. Your intellectual property, there are companies that will buy your intellectual property for millions of dollars. You heard me right. I said millions of dollars just for what you know. And so if they put that value on you, what is the value that you put on yourself? That's how I always turn it back to my clients. How do you value yourself? Because if you don't stop it, if you don't stop giving out all of your energy to everyone else, you're going to end up with panic attacks, heart attacks. Stress is the #1 killer in the African-American community. This is stuff that you can prevent. Women. Say that again, Coach.
Especially
stress. And so if you don't set boundaries, you can prevent a lot of these diseases that the CDC be putting on us. Y'all can prevent that stuff if you value your health more, value yourself more, value the information that you worked hard to get more. I didn't get here just because someone decided to call me a publisher. There are some things that I went through, and I learned how to heal myself with my pen. And I say, listen, if I can do it, I want to show other people how to do it too. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to charge you for it because I paid a price for it. I almost lost my life 3 times for it. I got scars to prove it for it. So I value myself enough to charge what I'm worth, and so should you. Because people will pay you for it. If they want it, they'll invest in it. Mm-hmm. They'll invest in your time. Because those that you give it away for free, you get what you pay for. They give you headaches.
And that's another thing, guys. Stop being afraid to ask people and stop being upset when they tell you no.
Yeah.
Move on to the next person. This shit is a numbers game. You play hard and long enough, somebody's going to tell you yes.
If you stop quitting. I was talking to the community last night, and I was like, I can think all day long. I was like, I'm gonna make that meatloaf. And I was saying it in my bed. But if I never got out the bed, the meatloaf would have never been made. It's making action. It's taking action. Even one step at a time. Looking up and doing your research on coaches. Doing your research on technology, doing your research on what it takes to really build a business.
But I have so many degrees. Let's talk about that too, though, because we got people out here who've been doing research for 2 and 3 damn years now.
I was saying take steps. I ain't say stay in that step. Don't stay there. You got to move. You got to do something because, doing nothing will keep you there where you are.
Yeah,
I went through several coaches, by the way, before I found the one.
And you're
That's
right,
another
Jamie.
thing too, you gotta be willing to tear some stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna make some mistakes, and it is just okay.
Right.
It's okay. Who's watching you to judge you anyway? And what are they doing
Yeah.
or not doing that? Number one, they got even time to sit up and watch you. Number
Right.
two, man, what they doing? They ain't making no mistakes. Because if you're not
Right.
making mistakes, you're not moving your feet.
Coach, one of the things that you said at one con that just blew my mind, you was like, I am so much smarter because I failed.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely.
Woo, that thing.
And I keep messing stuff up, but guess what? Every week it doesn't fail. I look back and say, what could we have done better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we started the week great. I know for a fact last week we
Man.
left too many things open over the weekend.
We left 3
We
things.
gotta treat Friday like it's Friday, and like I ain't gonna see y'all no more till Monday. And we gotta nail shit to the wall.
Yeah.
Enough so that it'll stay until Monday. And so we can walk into Monday with a plan. We gotta do it. But if you don't mess it up, you don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
So you keep doing the same things over and over. But I'm gonna turn it over to Miss B Moore. So
Hello, good morning.
About how to be more.
Right. Be more mindful, be more, Coach, I have to say this. When you really think about the overarching theme of who we are, why we're here, and why we're created the way that we're created, a lot of women don't understand that there is a specific assignment for you. I'm going somewhere with this. There is a specific assignment. And when you start your path on your way to becoming who you're supposed to be, we have the tendency to pick up stray stuff that's on the side of the road.
Oh.
We're going to reach down and grab, oh, this looks broken. I can fix it on the way to becoming me. Oh, this looks lost. I'm going to fix it and I'm going to take it and give it back to who it belongs to on the way to me. This person looks like they're just out of bounds a little bit. I'm going to carry them until I get to where I'm supposed to be.
Oh.
And by the time you get halfway to your journey, you are so bogged down with the things you picked up along the way.
Ooh.
Your goal is so far off, you die where you stand. What are the people gonna do that you carry? They're gonna wait right there until the next person comes
and
with that same superwoman mindset to take and drag it. But they never get up and move themselves.
Can y'all write that on my list? Stop picking up strays.
We have got to learn how to fill the void that we have in our spirits with our true purpose and not with people. As long as you do that, people, you're going to always stay empty, tired, and broken down.
Wow.
And not only that, realizing who is for us to carry and who ain't.
Right.
Because we dominoes, we are designed to carry some people, but if you ain't going my way, should I really give you a ride?
Just saying.
And also know when their stop is there, when they've reached their stop.
Yeah, also know when they on your ship when they done stop paddling.
Right.
Say it's off.
Just discern when you meet them. If you look at a bag and the bag got holes in it, or you lift the bag and it hurt your shoulder, it's not the right bag. Don't pick it up. Stop signing for stuff that ain't for you.
That's a good one.
Just stop it. Have a goal in mind. And if nothing along that road supports your goal, feeds or nourishes your spirit to complete the goal, or teaches you a lesson, don't pick it up. It's just that simple. Back to you, Coach.
Still on my list, y'all. Stop picking up other people's shit. That's true story, guys.
How do you spell shit?
With a dollar sign. With a dollar sign. That's how I spell it.
Right.
So guys, do you guys have any hot seat questions? Don't forget to share the broadcast today. We're gonna, one lucky winner is gonna win a copy of Fill Up the Safe, one of our webinars designed to help you get more money in your business. We're gonna get out of here because I got a ton of stuff to do, and it's right at 8:30, guys. If you've not already made a decision to do something with your intellect to allow it to pay you, make sure you go to bit.ly/BACoach2020. Sign up to have a call with us, guys. Learn what it takes to become a BYOB coach and get ready to move your business, your life to the next level, guys. We love you. Have a blessed Monday, and I'll see you guys later.